Hey everyone, what is going on? So we are doing more Fusion Cup battles, and what else is new, right? We're waiting for the new cup, which I expect to be announced probably towards the end of next week. But I'll be in Florida, of course, so I might not be able to cover it right away. But anyway, we're trying out Cloyster. I had quite a few people requesting Cloyster, so I wanted to do a video of it. The only reason I've been waiting was because I thought Icy Wind was a legacy move. Now, it isn't. It isn't a legacy move. It might have used to be, but it isn't right now. I know Blizzard is a legacy moveset, but you don't want Blizzard. You want Icy Wind as well as Hydro Pump, which is the moveset I want and the moveset that I'm pretty sure you want as well. So we are trying out Cloyster on my team today. I did remove that Wigglytuff from my finalized team just to see how Cloyster works. So, and overall, I mean, I'm really happy with it. It's such a good Pokemon. It really is. It's so good. I mean, you can lower that. You lower that attack by 2 stages. You know how good Dewgong was. I mean, Cloyster is basically the Dewgong. It's super annoying to deal with. Dewgong is banned. It would be better if it was eligible, but it's not eligible. So we have to go with Cloyster. But I still think Cloyster is really good. As I said, it's super annoying because your attack is lowered by 2 stages, and your opponent doesn't have to switch out, but they might want to because you're not really going to be dealing a lot of damage, or at least as much damage as you would have been to whatever you're battling if your attack is lowered, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at his team. He has Venusaur, Bronzong, Whiscash, Quagsire, Weavile, and Noctowl. So interesting to see the Weavile as well as double Mudboys. I am curious to see how that works for him. And my team is going to be Noctowl, Bronzong, Shiftry, Cloyster, Alolan Marowak, and Whiscash. So, yeah, right now we have the Bronzong against his Quagsire, and that is totally fine. We're up 2 shields, so we're looking really nice, really good position for us. We are going to go ahead and shield this one up. Going to be a Stone Edge, but again, I have 2 shields. Might as well use them, right? We do go ahead and feint that Quagsire. And let's see what comes in. We know it's going to be that Venusaur. We're just waiting for it to come in. It is Venusaur. He does get off a charge move. I go ahead and shield. I could have taken Sludge Bomb as well as Frenzy Plant at that range with the Bronzong, but we have 2 shields. We might as well use them. I don't care about winning with remaining shields. It doesn't matter to me. Might as well use them. And we are playing in the Master League because he asked me if we could, and I have no problem with that. I don't need the badge anymore, but he does, so that's totally cool. So for the next game, I do lead with that Cloyster, and he leads with his Noctowl, so definitely favorable for me. He will switch into Quagsire. Now I charge up for the Hydro Pump. He's going to get off his charge move. I don't want to take a Stone Edge because I am weak to it, so I'm going to go ahead and shield it. Now I do go for the Hydro Pump. I was kind of hoping he didn't really know what to expect in terms of Cloyster's second move, so I was thinking maybe he wouldn't shield it, maybe thinking it was an Icy Wind, but he does decide to shield it. Anyway, I switch into Shiftry, able to catch this Stone Edge, but it still does a lot of damage. I didn't really think it was going to do that much. I mean, I thought it would do a lot, but I didn't think it would do as much as it did, but it's good to know that it still does that much. Anyway, we knock out Quagsire. He does bring in his Noctowl. I do go for the Leaf Blade because I didn't think I'd be able to get to a foul play. So the Leaf Blade will come out. I was hoping to take his last shield. Maybe he would think it was a foul play, but not the case. I bring in my Cloyster. He gets off a Sky Attack against Cloyster. So we are going to go ahead and shield that one up. I will go for the Ice Shard. As you can see, it was a CMP tie. So I will go for the Icy Wind. I think I said Ice Shot, but I meant Icy Wind. He does shield that one up, so that's totally fine with us. He does get off a Mud Bomb. Cloyster is going to be able to live this. So as you can see, Cloyster does survive it, and we are going to go ahead and pull the switch into Noctowl. I wanted to take a Mud Bomb with my Cloyster because I didn't want him to be able to charge up to a Blizzard that fast. However, he still gets to a Blizzard, so he had energy banked. But we're able to take the Blizzard just because of how tanky Noctowl is, so totally fine. Now, ironically enough, he goes for the Mud Bomb, which is the correct play because I don't think he could have made the Blizzard, but because we double resist that, Noctowl is actually able to take it. So we actually get to another Sky Attack, which I didn't really think was going to happen at first. So we do get to that other Sky Attack and knock out Whiscash. And now Noctowl comes in, and all we have to do is click on Icy Wind, and we're actually going to be able to win this game. You know, I don't know if he had enough for a Sky Attack. He probably didn't, but we're still able to go ahead and win that one, thanks to Cloyster and thanks to Noctowl. So good game. Good game. So we're going to jump into another one. Of course, I lead with my Whiscash against his Quagsire. So Mudboy versus Mudboy. Let's see who's superior. Let's see who wins, right? So we're just going to charge up energy. We charge up to a Blizzard. He switches to Noctowl. I'm going to go ahead and pull the switch into Cloyster. So definitely favorable for me. Now I will go ahead and shield this first Sky Attack, because after I get off the Icy Wind, even if he chooses to shield it, which he probably will, we lower his attack by 2 stages. So the following Sky Attacks are not going to do as much damage, right? So I wanted to shield the first one so we take less damage ultimately. So we are going to be able to take the Sky Attack a lot better than we would have, and we get to this Icy Wind. So I'm going to go ahead and go for it right now, and that will knock out Noctowl, so he does let it go through. Totally cool with us. So he does decide to bring in Wishcash. I was hoping to maybe get to another Icy Wind. Not going to be the case, unless if I decide to shield it. I do not. So Mud Bomb will come out, and that will allow us to go down, but we get to bring in Shiftry. So because he used the Mud Bomb, I knew he wouldn't have enough for Blizzard quite yet, so I'm going to go ahead and go for the Leaf Blade. He will shield that up, and I am just going to continue to farm. And he actually switches in. It looks like he switched in just to catch the Leaf Blade with Quagsire, but I'm okay with that because it's a Mud Boy as well. Gonna go down to that Leaf Blade. He does bring in his Wishcash. I'm going to go ahead and shield this one up because I knew that even if it was a bait, I'd be able to get to Leaf Blade before he was able to get to his Blizzard. So the bait doesn't matter to me. I am going to go ahead and be able to knock out that Wishcash. So very good game. Thank you so much for battling. I really appreciate it. Thanks for reaching out. Always a pleasure to battle. I love battling, as you guys know, so that's why I made a YouTube channel about it, right? But anyway, Cloyster versus Venusaur. Now, I personally like this matchup. He is going to be able to get to his Frenzy Plant first. You do have to shield that, obviously. So we are going to go ahead and shield it. And then we're going to be able to get to an Icy Wind. Now, if he doesn't block it, it will knock him out. If he does block it, we'll take a shield and it will lower his attack. So that's totally fine. So we are just going to continue to try and farm him down. Now, we do have to use our last shield in this scenario. But we're able to farm him down and get an Icy Wind against whatever comes in, or should we go for a Hydro Pump? So it is going to be Wishcash, so I am going to go ahead and go for that Hydro Pump. I do decide to go for the Hydro Pump just to do a lot of damage. You could see how much damage that does. He was probably expecting an Icy Wind, that's why I go for it. He will go for the Mud Bomb, probably afraid that I'd be able to get to an Icy Wind, so totally makes sense. That Mud Bomb will knock us out. But I believe I could just come in with Shiftry and farm him down. So we're able to, attempt to farm him down. He does switch into Noctowl. I will go for my Foul Play, obviously not going for the Leaf Blade. So Foul Play will hit him for a good amount of damage. We do have to keep in mind that we are down a shield. Obviously we have no shields. He still has one. So that could be a little bit scary. But that's okay because we're able to get to a Sky Attack, which I'm assuming will take his last shield. So let's see, we go for that Sky Attack. He will go and use that shield. Totally cool for us. And he is going to go ahead and get to a Sky Attack. And I was pretty sure I could live this. I wasn't 100% sure, but I thought I would have. So we do live it and get to a Sky Attack. So that's awesome for us. Going to go ahead and go for that Sky Attack to knock out Noctowl, as we do. And then he'll bring in Wishcash. We actually both go down at the same time, but because we still had a Pokemon in the back, we're going to take that win. So very good game. I didn't expect Noctowl to take out both Pokemon, but that just goes to show you how tanky Noctowl is, doesn't it? So for the next match, definitely favorable for us. He does have his Wishcash against my Shiftry. Going to switch into that Weavile. So very interesting to see Weavile. I really didn't know what it wanted to do. I know it gets Avalanche, and I think it gets Foul Play and Focus Blast. So it does hit us with the Avalanche, and we're going to go ahead and be hit with a second Avalanche. Definitely not good for us, but I will go ahead and shield that one up. So Weavile, the thing about Weavile is it's super squishy, right? But it does a lot of damage as well. So you do have to be careful, plus it charges up fast. So we're going to be able to get to Mud Bomb, so we do go for another one right now, and that will hit him for good damage. As I said, it's super squishy, so we're going to be hit with another attack, and I'm okay with letting Wishcash go down at this point. So as you can see, it does go down, and I bring in my Cloyster to be able to feint him down with Ice Shards, and now we have an Icy Wind as well as a Hydro Pump. I was trying to switch into Shiftry to catch the to catch the mud bomb, but unfortunately for some reason the switch didn't go through, but that's okay. We're able to switch in and go for the leaf blade, so we do go ahead and go for it. He will shield that up, of course. Bringing in the Noctowl, definitely not good for us, but at least the foul plays do good damage to it, so we are going to be able to get to one. As you can see, does pretty good damage. And we almost get to another one. We actually do get to it, but he is going to get to his charge move first. I do go ahead and shield this one. So as you can see, it was a CMP tie. I think my mistake was shielding that. I should have let Shift Tree go down, and then I should have brought in my Cloyster to be able to finish Noctowl, and then I think we would have been able to take this game. Spoiler warning, we do lose it, but he does get off the Sky Attack against my Shift Tree. That's fine. We bring in Cloyster to feint him. As I said, I could have went for the Icy Wind and then maybe been able to win because I still have a shield. Well, I still would have had a shield, I should say. So we go for the Hydro Pump, but he is actually able to get to a Mud Bomb right now. So he does get to that Mud Bomb. This was a super close game. And yeah, we almost go down, and then one more Mud Shot is able to feint us. So I think if we kept the shield and used that Icy Wind against Noctowl, if we let Shift Tree go down, Noctowl would have went down, and then we would have had Cloyster with the shield against Wishcash, but we also wouldn't have had the Hydro Pump. We would have had to charge more energy, so I'm not really too sure if we would have won that one, but that's okay. We lose that one fair and square. Anyway, we take these Mud Bombs, and I'm going to go ahead and go for the Icy Wind. So thanks to the Icy Wind debuff, this allows Cloyster to win, whether or not he chooses to shield. So we are going to go ahead and get that debuff, and now because we lowered his attack, we are going to be able to take this Mud Bomb a lot better than we could have. If he shielded, maybe he would have won. I'm not really too sure, actually. But either way, I'm okay. Let's see. He does go ahead and shield it, so I guess we'll find out. He does go ahead and I guess win, unless if I decide to shield. I do decide to shield, so I'm going to go ahead and shield this one. So trying to get to another Icy Wind. Unfortunately, he gets to one, so I'm going to use my second shield. I thought I could beat him to it, but not the case. Not the case. It was a CMP tie, but he was able to get off the Mud Bomb first, so I will go for the Icy Wind to knock him out. So that did cost us both of our shields. Not sure if it was worth it, but I went ahead and committed to it just because I wanted to see how the battles would turn out. Anyway, he does go ahead and switch into Noctowl. I'm going to switch into Bronzong, of course, because we do not want our Shift Tree in against a Noctowl. So we are going to go ahead and take this Nightshade. Does a good amount of damage. I mean, Nightshade is the correct play, obviously. We're going to go ahead and go for the Psyshock, and he will shield that one up, as expected. Let's see if we could try and get to another Psyshock. We cannot. So, obviously, I'm definitely expecting the Nightshade. It is a Nightshade, and that will knock out Bronzong, but we bring in Shift Tree and go immediately for that Foul Play, which will not knock him out, but I was pretty sure I could feint him down with Snarls, as we do. So we do go ahead and feint him down with Snarls, and then we go for the Foul Play, and Shift Tree actually resists all of Bronzong's moves. So this is fantastic for us. Even a Bulldoze wouldn't knock us out at this range. Psyshock wouldn't knock us out. Psychic wouldn't knock us out. So we're able to knock out the Bronzong. Unless we had Heavy Slam. Heavy Slam probably would have done it. We don't resist Heavy Slam. So that probably would have done it. I'm assuming he doesn't have it, but I'm not too sure. But anyway, good game. For the next game, I am leading with Cloyster against Bronzong. So this isn't super favorable for us. I mean, actually, it favors Bronzong, but we do have the Hydro Pump. That's one thing you have to keep in mind. So Hydro Pump will do a lot of damage to Bronzong. He does hit us with Psyshock. We do take it. We are charging up for the Hydro Pump, and we go for the Icy Wind, hoping to catch a shield. So if we catch a shield, which is good, we're also able to get to another one. However, he fainted before we get to that second one, unfortunately. So that was fine. At least we lowered his attack. He does switch out into Noctowl. I switch out into my Wishcash. I'm going to go ahead and charge up to the Blizzard. He does get off the Sky Attack against me. I will shield this one up. Don't want to take that damage. So we do get off the Blizzard, and we're just going to go straight for it. Maybe he'll think it's a bluff. Maybe we'll get it off. We do get it off, so luckily we did not go for that Mud Bomb. He is going to go ahead and get off a charge move against us. This one I'll allow through. And we're able to get to a Mud Bomb, just charging up a little bit of extra energy. Honestly, I didn't think this would knock it out, to be honest with you. And let's see if it does. It does not. I was correct. It did not. Trying to feint him down. We're actually able to feint him down. So let's see what he brings in. It's going to be the Bronzong, of course. So I immediately go for the Mud Bombs. and that will be met with a shield, and then I switch into my shift tree, going straight for that foul play, just to try and do a lot of damage to Blanzang. Actually, so much damage it actually knocks it out. He does bring in Weavile, but we're able to get to a Leaf Blade, which I know is going to do a lot to Weavile, if not knock it out. It does not knock it out, but it does do a lot to it. He will be able to get to an Avalanche. All we have to do is shield this, and we should be able to get to Leaf Blade. So we do shield it, and as you can see, we're at the Leaf Blade, and this Leaf Blade is going to be able to knock out that Weavile, and we're going to be able to take that game. So that was a really good game. I believe we have one more battle in this video, so let's find out. So we're going to jump into it. Let's see if this is the last one. I am going to lead with my shift tree, and he's going to lead with Wishcash, so 100% positive matchup for us. Doesn't guarantee the win or anything, but it's definitely favorable. He brings in Weavile, and I am going to go ahead and go for that Leaf Blade to try and get a lot of damage off against Weavile. We know how much it does. As you can see, he does shield it. I'm going to go ahead and get off another Leaf Blade. Pokemon in the back, they don't really do that well against Weavile. I guess Cloyster resists Avalanche, but I also don't know if he has Focus Blast, so he does go for the Avalanche, and I will shield that up. So now I bring in my Cloyster, and I try to feint him down. I figured this was an Avalanche, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. It's actually going to be a Foul Play, so now I know he has Foul Play as well as Avalanche, which is probably the moveset you want on your Weavile. So I am going to go ahead and go for the Icy Wind to try and lower his attack, as we do. We don't try to lower it, it definitely lowers it. I love going for Icy Wind against Pokemon that switch in, because then they can't switch out, at least not right away, so they're stuck with that lowered attack. Anyway, we bring in the Shift Tree, and he does switch out into his Noctowl, so we're going to go ahead and go for the Foul Play against this Noctowl. It will do a decent amount of damage, switching into a Noctowl of my own just to mirror it. We are tied at shields. He is going to go ahead and get off this Sky Attack, so I'm going to be able to take it totally fine. Charging up a couple of extra fast moves, and we do go for the Sky Attack. He will shield that one up, totally fine. We're trying to get to another one. He gets to it first. I was pretty sure I could live this, but I do decide to shield it anyway to get to the Sky Attack. We do get to it, and this is definitely going to knock out the opposing Noctowl, as it does. So Noctowl does go down, and now he brings in Wishcash, and I didn't think he'd be able to get to a Blizzard. Let's see if he does. I could be wrong. He does get to a Blizzard, so I am wrong. I thought I would get to the Sky Attack before, but because I have Shift Tree in the back, there's no way he's going to be able to get to another Blizzard before I get to Leaf Blade. That I knew. So I do go ahead and go for the Leaf Blade, and this is definitely going to knock out Wishcash immediately. So those are going to be good games, and that's going to be it for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.